everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. In this episode, we're going to be making a fun and flirty bouquet. So let's get right into it and see what we have set up on our table. We have 3 different colors of silk roses today. There's blush, purple, and white. Onto the greens, we have a variety of silk greenery. There's ficus, yucca, and olive branches to name some. And as for the tools, we have some twine, bouquet pins, green floral tape, a wire cutter, and regular scissors, and of course the white satin ribbon. And that's all the materials we'll be needing to make our bouquet today. Alright, so by looking at our inspiration image, you can kind of tell that this is more of a compacted bouquet. The roses are a bit closer to each other than they are apart, but there is still some looseness in the greenery. So I think the main takeaway for this bouquet is that you can still have that big bouquet with a bunch of different floral pieces, but you don't want to make it look like it was just bunched together. And to do that, you can level differently. You can level the roses differently, as well as adding the greenery for the texture to just complete the whole bouquet. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the blush roses because this is the main color of our bouquet today. But I am going to take a white rose. I'm going to start off with like a triangular base, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding greenery right off the bat because there is some greenery peeking out for this bouquet. I mean, of course, if you want to have less greenery, just keep adding the roses until you get a bit of a fuller shape. And then you can start adding the greenery. I think the purple in this bouquet is a bit more of an accent color, and it does show more towards the front face. So we are going to just place that near the outside of the bouquet and just continue placing the other colors for now. It's definitely better for you not to separate too much of the colors. Don't be afraid to clump up the same color in the same space, kind of like this. You have 2 pinks together. It's okay to have them together because that way you can achieve more of a natural look rather than like a polka dot pattern. So I will start to add my purple. This bouquet is a little bit more simpler because it is compacted and you do have a lot of floral elements into it. And I do love adding different types of greenery. But if you have limited resources, then it's definitely okay to stick to one kind of greenery and just have that consistency throughout the whole entire bouquet. So you want to try and place one rose a little bit higher than the rest just to have that focal point at the top. And then you also have one in the front face. It would be something that's sticking out more so than the rest, so you can make it either the purple or the pink. When you start to get a bigger bouquet, you want to start adding more greenery to cover the stems. So how I'm working with this bouquet is that I am focusing on one face at the moment, but as it grows bigger, I look towards the other side, and you want to make sure that you still maintain that circular shape because it is more of a round bouquet. As you work throughout the bouquet, sometimes you notice that some roses are dipping too low, so you make sure you raise them up so that they're visible and that no greenery is overpowering them. As of now, I think I'm happy with the shape of my bouquet. I will be adding some greenery on the side because they do have that cascading look on both sides. It's best that you have a mirror in the front. Sometimes it's hard to spot the empty spaces when your bouquet gets bigger and bigger, so it's best for you to look in the mirror and check where you need to add more flowers. And it's always a good idea to just tie it temporarily and have someone else hold it so that you can have a different perspective. And even if you wanted to add more floral pieces after you've wrapped it, you can always add a little bit more to your liking and then just use a twine or another round of tape to secure the extra elements. So I will be using a twine for this because it is a bit bigger. Some of your flowers might have been moved after you've tied all the stems together, so you want to make sure that you go back and position anything that was changed accordingly before you ribbon it. Just cut off a long piece of ribbon. I will be doing a loose ribbon for this one because it's always nicer to have that loose ribbon when you have a shorter handle or when your bouquet is bigger. It definitely is up to you and your preference if you want the ribbon to show or not, but you can even leave it with the twine look if you prefer not to use a ribbon. I'm just going to be cutting off any excess greens. So this is the final look. It's definitely a bigger bouquet than the standard size, but it's a fun and quirky bouquet with its pops of colors. I had a lot of fun arranging this one, and I hope you guys did too, and we'll see you in the next episode.